Net.ca/fund. 680 News Time 447.
So, wow. 2 fucking seconds here. Wow, we've been live for a whole 2 seconds. This is how creative child molesters are. This is how creative racist child molester meth heads are. So we've been at this for 50 plus minutes. Yeah, keep it up, bro. Keep showing me weirdo edited images, all the rest of it. So this is how creative they are. Just over and over the same thing, over and 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 over. Wow. So when the pedophiles here tell the courts outright that the treatment offered doesn't work, no one's ever going to listen to your punk asses pretending that somehow you changed or you're not like that. Fucking angry as hell that I'm even on here, obviously. So for over and out for slightly less than an hour, I've had one nonstop problem after another with the computer, to the point where no matter what I click on the screen, for example, this tab I got open to fucking stream closes itself. Right. I cannot paste this link into the chat, but it'll paste itself into anywhere else on the screen. Just for and so if you wonder why it takes me so long to get to fucking getting healthcare or getting the ventilation in here turned on or all these other things, it's not me not doing it. So for example, we've now killed an entire hour we could have spent on the phone with the city, right? Which we've been doing for like 3-4 fucking years now. Which brings you to the title of the video. Yeah, why are they allowed to legally kill us? I'm getting slightly confused here. If we complain about the monoxide, we get thrown out of our houses. Right. In a building where it's set up like that. In this building, they refuse to do anything because they can't kick us out for the monoxide. They can't. Because all they have to do is flip the switch and turn the machines on. Therefore, they can't kick us out just because it's, what's the word, uninhabitable. They can't take it out on us, so they've refused to enforce the ventilation rules. This is so creative the way these people get down. If you would fuck off and leave me the hell alone, no one would believe you fucking exist. And getting on here dropping keywords all the time. You're hilarious. You're hilarious. So what are we here today? There's a protest, a demonstration at Goreway and Morningstar over the person of color, I forget now, that they killed, the cops killed. The way they're phrasing it on the traffic, oh, you should stay away from there for safety. Police are now cracking down on the protest after, now this is where the ambiguity of split infinitives comes in, after the SIU ruling earlier this month. Makes it sound like the police have given you a month to deal with what the SIU said, and you haven't got the message yet. No, that's not what it means. It's illegal for the police to interfere at all with a protest. Oh, and the baseball player that got his vaccine is not nauseous, he's nauseated. Now, if I hear his voice talking on the sports segment, that would be nauseous, and that would make me nauseated. And if you don't know the difference, please stop bragging about how smart white people are and why you got the job and I didn't. You're smart enough to borrow all that money. And that's why you have to take these shitty jobs and sell yourself out every chance. Right? Okay, so enough of all that bullshit. So that link there, again, I don't know why people bother. 4 times now we've tried to play this link through and had the audio cut out all 4 times, because somehow that will make people not find the link or go check it out for themselves. I highly suggest you check that out and share it with your friends. So 45, I literally got up here an hour ago. So I can run you through it. Reset the machine, unplug the whatever device seems to give you problems. You can unplug all the USB stuff. I unplugged the camera because that seems to be where the problem comes in. It's not something wrong with the camera, but the system won't pick up the mic. Okay, restart it, clear the cache, clear the applications that shouldn't be running, close all the applications, close this tab, start over and over, and it's one thing after. I could go on and on with all the detail. You know how to do this stuff. And it takes about 30 seconds to reboot. pretty much any computer or phone, right? Let's say a minute. How's that up to an hour? This is how much time and effort these people devote to fucking shutting down whatever they don't like, I guess. But it's very pathological. Oh, I don't like that. Stop it. Stop. Make it go away, die, and stop. Okay. Oh. Don't worry, I'll be all right once I get a joint in me. Remember, an hour ago, I came upstairs to deal with this. The air in here is bad because they keep turning off the ventilation system to the building. It's also the same thing that causes fires to spread throughout high-rise buildings. It's not physically possible for a fire to spread through a fire-celled high-rise concrete building with pressurized ventilation. It's not possible. It's not possible. That's why they're built that way. Unless you start defeating multiple levels of that, let's call it a safety system. It's a fire suppression system. Is its primary. The two primary purposes are to provide oxygen for us and to push combustion gases out instead of in. If you can manage to breathe without oxygen, I'd love to hear how. I love hearing how, like, everybody just automatically knows human beings need oxygen. You can't choke people out. But when it comes to black people, well, it's kind of okay sometimes to choke them around the neck. They kind of don't really need air. They complain too much about pain. That's in the medical textbooks. This last 2 years of medical students that got rubber stamp passed because of the pandemic, it's in their textbooks that black people are most likely to complain about pain and exaggerate pain, and they don't really feel pain. Right. Right. And in reality, genetically, we're more likely to have, statistically, I guess I should say, we're more likely to have pain disorders. And as soon as a white person starts piping up, oh, that's not true because we're all the same. Ask them about sickle cell. And they will feign ignorant. What's that? I don't know nothing about that. Guess what am I gonna click on here? I didn't roll the joint. But it only take me a second. Yeah, I know I'm bitching. At least I get it off my system. An hour of this and 5 minutes of bitching is not a bad fucking ratio. I'm gonna get to that again. Guess what? We're gonna get shut off again. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna prove. I'm just doing what I do, like an army ant. I'm going to keep doing it until I finish what I set out to do, which is to play this entire podcast in one session into a YouTube video. Why? Because it transports it from one platform to another, and that's what we need. And then it provides a space where people can either chat or comment amongst each other about the fucking program, and it's separate from the website where that podcast comes from. All right, that's useful. You don't always want to be having those chats right under the boss's nose, right? Oh, China and
tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. These rappers, they lie
one of
and
the
they lie in
Koreans
the
just sent their condolences for Prince Philip.
What's that?
So the important thing, you're fucking that pathological, bro. You're that pathological. Look, his mouth is open. Freeze it. So keep these clean. Made a cotton, you'll be all right. You want to cover all the. This is your T-zone: ears, eyes, nose, mouth. This is why I keep this one on. So if I adjust this one, I'm not touching my ears.
50 drum beating like so 50. Out in Trinidad with my boy smoke a poker. Your homie got hit, he was riding like a chauffeur. Planet of the apes, I was blood clot clover. Pork pop come with a strap, swing off the shoulder. In the coffin, shutting the lid, giving you closure. You ever get closer, I'm coming out the holster. People ride the train, they're gonna see you on a poster. We poster, but you never talk on what we approach. Get the blind, go online, and now you're doing the most. Go kill him in my yard, nigga, like I could host. Didn't notice they pull guns when you thought you could roast. It's a dose. No, you love niggas need some milligrams. Sitting with a milli, he be posting it on Instagram. Dust says, let me sell him quarters after kilogram. Chrome polish so good, swear I used to Brillo back, baby. Fried chicken,
So
nuts, no gravy. Shaking up the ground like
that's an RCMP wiretap authority. What you're using to accomplish that is an expired RCMP wiretap authority that they never deactivated. You're not a hacker.
I wasn't sick, but I'm sick.
What it brings us back to how every time I'm interacting with these idiots, What's your cell phone number? Oh, you don't have a cell phone. Cell phone. Your sub we called and your cell phone. No, 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 no. They know I have a landline.
Gunshot liquor.
They're mad that they can't get nothing off these no more because they're gone.
He was riding like a chauffeur. Planet of the Apes, I was blood clot closer. Pop come with a strap, swing off the shoulder. In the coffin, shutting the letters, giving you closure. You ever get close, something coming out the holster. People ride the train, they're gonna see you on a poster. We poster, but you never talk on what we approach. Get the flag go online, and now you doing the most. Kill him in my yard, nigga, like I could host. Didn't notice they pull guns when you thought you could post. It's a dose. Know you love niggas, need some milligrams. Sitting with a milli, he be posting it on Instagram. Dust has love me, selling quarters out the kilogram. Chrome polish so good, swear I used to pillow pack, baby. Fried chicken, oxtail gravy. Shaking up the crown like an earthquake in Haiti. Stop trying to run just like how you niggas don't save me. You got it. Straight yourself trying to play me. They said I wasn't sick, but I'm sick though. I give you gangster rap, our calypso. We never stop eating like it's a pit bull. And young boy can't stop squeezing, he got his.
Oh yeah, one of the links I found, here's the other thing. I've got about 100 links I haven't got around to sharing. So getting blocked either from Facebook or YouTube or whatever, one thing after another. The number I found was that it's 10% carbon dioxide will cause permanent brain damage.
Them niggas that we beefing is so lame. I hung with them clips, my gun black and I spit like Obey. 4 white boys who let it sing like Coldplay. I sat back and got a flashback on my old ways like blacker. 30 shots up in the fucking chopper. He got shot but shot back and couldn't see the doctor. Nigga.
I know that's what happens. So what tends to happen, they keep cutting the audio and whatever they're doing to interfere to where I decide to start over the video. And the timing definitely seems to be associated with when I light a spliff, where they've got it in their head that either I will go into heroin withdrawal from marijuana. That's written down on my files somewhere. I forget where, but that's these idiots, cops and informants talking back and forth to each other. They really believe they're going to ruin my day by, or make me go insane or something by interfering, like I guess I'm smoking a joint and in my mind, you're bothering me. And then I'll go into heroin withdrawal or whatever. All that happened is I slept longer and didn't need to smoke a joint all fucking day so far. I smoked today's joint last night. That's all that happened. When you smoke the real shit, that's what happens.
Cause nigga, I was fed up. Remembering the day my brother got it, couldn't get up. So I went and got a Mac 11, me just a wet up. And 2 bad light-skinned bitches with a set up. My city getting crazy, and nigga.
Oh, and they're finally admitting being outside does not magically make you impervious.
But since then, we got a couple to bury the trigger. Like what I keep a gun for. Cause in these streets, it's a blood sport. Not to mention links from the gun store. You shouldn't have brought him here. The kitchen bodies here. As soon as niggas slap that metal on that.
The Salvation Army guy last year, 13 months ago, spit in my face, and he was asymptomatic for at least 6 fucking months straight, pretending he was getting tested. How do I know? Because when I said, so did you get tested? Did you get tested yet? He said something about, oh, so far. Like, no, you're not understanding. You're asymptomatic. And from that week onwards, he hasn't been there. He went crazy enough to shove me and spit in my face. Oh dear, here we go. Because it's on the hour. It's been on the hour for 50 seconds. Again, these idiots, their creativity is to do this on the hour. Army people do things on the hour, so we're going to attack them on the hour. That's great. That's the best way for us to not notice what you're doing, huh? So, buddy went psycho enough to fucking attack me. And they're saying now that this shit causes psychosis. Oh, yeah. And as for being outdoors, way this ties back into that Salvation Army. The fat boy trying to tell me that somehow being outside meant that his carbon dioxide had nothing to do with my sickle cell. I say carbon dioxide, it's low oxygen. It's hypoxia, low oxygen. But your body can't actually measure oxygen levels. Your car exhaust can. There's an O2 sensor. Your body doesn't measure oxygen levels, it measures carbon dioxide levels. Because somehow breathing in my face is okay because it only kills niggers, and niggers don't know that because they're ignorant. So it's okay for us to do this. You don't know about oxygen and hypoxia and carbon monoxide. And this is where you catch these racists up, because they'll pretend how highly educated and superior they are, but they don't know anything about basic science and physics.
Also, we have university closed between Queen and Dundas.
Tell them how dangerous this
tonight.
protest. They're cracking down on the protests because the SIU ruled a month ago.
Well, Christine, we continue to see lots of clouds around the GTA, a few peaks of some sunshine. So maybe, depending on where you are, you'll maybe need the sunglasses for about 15 minutes. However, you are going to need the umbrella, especially towards the latter half of tonight, because we do have some rain showers that are going to be moving in, and we'll see temperatures decline by about 10 degrees from where they're at right now. 20 degrees right now at Pearson, overnight low, 11 degrees.
680 News Time 502. If you're going to go outside, do it safely. It's been a gorgeous spring day. Many are taking advantage and hitting up city parks and trails, but health officials have a few words of caution for those looking to escape indoor isolation and outdoor transmission. 680's Caitlin Lee joins us live with what you need to know. Caitlin.
Yeah, Alex, Toronto Infectious Diseases Dr. Isaac Bogosh says while the risk of transmission of the virus outside is not zero, it is very low, even with these new variants, if you're following proper precautions.
I don't think it's realistic to tell people to stay cooped up in their home alone until this all blows over and until we are on the tail end of the pandemic. It's just not realistic. You have to give people options for things that they can do that are much safer.
Under the stay-at-home order, you are allowed to be outdoors for exercise.
Remember, for years they've been talking about medical marijuana, and I keep saying medicinal and recreational are synonyms. Medicinal for your health, recreational for your health. All of a sudden, they know that. For 20 years, they've been arguing with me. All of a sudden, this is necessary because it's recreational.
Just do not gather in large groups because they are prepared to issue tickets.
Why large groups? Are you going to specify why? No, because we're going to. Yeah, so what you have is lots of people breaking the distancing rules, going from here to here to here to here to this group, instead of just doing what they're doing.
Reporting live, I'm Caitlin Lee.
680 News Time 504. Meantime,
You need to say socially distancing. We'll write you tickets. You've missed the point. You've now again said it's okay to break. You may not have thought you said this, but you said it's okay to break the social distancing.
On social media show hundreds of protesters waving flags.
As long as it's not in a large group.
Filling streets like Yonge near Dundas Square and Queen West. Toronto police say they're aware of the demonstration and are working to disperse crowds of more than 5. One video online shows a protester being arrested, but police have not yet confirmed if anyone
You're more than
was
2 meters
taken or
apart.
taken
You're not
into
part of the
custody.
crowd.
One group of protesters was seen holding an unmasked dance party in Trinity Bellwoods Park. 680 News Time 505.
All you pussies think you own Trinity Bellwoods, eh?
Continues this hour in reaction to the SIU's decision in the death of Ijaz Chowdhury.
I remember that part. I should have gold teeth glittering when I fucking do that smile.
No legal basis to charge
I remember that part from the 80s and 90s.
62-year-old to death in his Mississauga apartment last summer. The protest began peacefully this afternoon, but police say demonstrators have since attempted to push through police safety lines. As a result, they say it is no longer considered a peaceful gathering and are asking everyone involved to disperse. Police Constable Akil Mukin says officers
They can ask all they want. We don't have that. Riot Act. We don't have that here. There's another law we don't have here.
Remind everyone that we are in a stay-at-home order, and while we respect everyone's right to gather, which is again a right under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms.
Yeah, it is.
We do have to remember that there is a stay-at-home order that has been issued.
We don't have to remember that because the charter's here and your order's here. You killed someone.
Criminal acts will be held accountable.
His rights are here, and your right to kill him you don't have, actually. It's not. Oh, you kicked in the second floor door to his house, and he turned around and had a knife in his hand. Yeah, because you turn around in your house with a knife, you're getting killed. How many times you tried that with me? And you've been warned. You've been warned for 30 fucking years. Make sure you see the fucking weapon in his hand before you do it. You've been warned.
He warns the current situation of the pandemic.
More than enough people you did that to where you didn't make sure first. With me, you always make sure, don't you?
172 patients on Trippz ICUs with COVID-19.
Hey, remember pointing a gun through 2 police officers' heads to aim for my chest? That's how fucking stupid you are.
And the provincial and federal governments need to work together and figure out
What was I
doing? I was entering my house.
From less affected provinces
They shut the door and locked it the fuck up. Fuck you. Boom. It's my fucking house. I'm not required to have a key. I'm not required to use the key. It's my door.
There are 1,524 COVID-19 patients hospitalized in the province as of Saturday. The foreign government did issue a pair of emergency orders to address hospital capacity, but the orders don't address the specific
the capacity's so high right now.
From out of province.
The capacity's so high. They don't understand what that means.
680 News Time, 5:07. The province reports 3,813 cases of COVID-19 today, 19 additional deaths. More than 61,400 tests were completed, 6.5% test positivity. The 7-day rolling case average has been climbing now for more than 3 weeks. A significant milestone on the vaccine front as well, with over 3 million doses now administered in this province. And workplace inspectors are out in full force to make sure essential businesses are following the new stay-at-home rules this weekend. 680's Michelle Morton has that story.
The stay-at-home
Following the
order
new
is seeing tougher
stay-at-home
restrictions,
orders.
limiting big box and
They just,
retail
again,
stores to
confuse two
in-person
different things.
shopping for
They do this
essential
all day
goods
long.
only. To make sure businesses are following the rules and halting
The stay-at-home order has nothing to do with
Minister of
businesses.
Labor is sending
Nothing.
inspectors
That's
out this weekend to make
You
sure
couldn't confuse
operators are following the rules.
two different
Monty
issues more.
McNaughton says inspectors will be going to factories, warehouses, and distribution centers.
They'll be checking up on the basics that should be commonplace by now, such as physical distancing, screening, and masking. At the
You
same
make
time,
them turn
a
the ventilation
multi-ministry
systems
team will
on.
be visiting
You
big box
possess
stores
oxygen,
and malls.
CO, and
Together,
CO2 monitors and all the methane, whatever it is, monitors. You have all this shit. You refuse to use it.
Few days.
And then you lie, you blatantly lie to the people whose lives are at risk about it. Oh, it's already on. It was already on when we came here to inspect. It turns on and off automatically.
That cannot be done
It's interesting.
remotely. I'm Michelle Morton.
Stays off for 2 years straight and it magically turns on when you get here.
This morning, the loss of a royal giant. 680's Adam Steinberg has more on today's proceedings.
Let's hear from that royal guard. This motherfucker here. The king is dead. Kill the king. We get down, nigga. You don't know what we do. Let's hear from that royal guard. Come on. It's going to be one thing after another. It's going to be one problem after another. I'm just going to lock
Metal to the plastic on the nose. Two shots to the pin break. Niggas been fake. And my target is that big J. Shotgun test. And up his body. Gunshot liquor. 50 drum beating like so 50. I'm Trinidad when my boy smoke a coke. Your homie got hit, he was riding like a chauffeur. Planet of the apes, I was blood clot coke. Poke pop, come with a strap, swing off the shoulder. In the coffin, shutting the lid, it's giving you closure. You ever get close, something coming out the holster. People ride the train, they're gonna see you on a poster. We poster, but you never talking when we approach. Get the blind, go online, and now you're doing the most. Kill him in my yard.
These stalkers are so unthorough. They don't realize we listened to the second half of that twice before starting at the beginning. Technically, we got it all already, and it's still on their website. I don't even bring it down.
Shaking up the ground like an earthquake in Haiti. Stop running around just like how you niggas don't see me. You gallant. Straight yourself trying to play me. I said I wasn't sick, but I'm sick though. Shit though. I give you gangster rap or calypso. We never stop eating like it's a pit bull. And young boy can't stop squeezing. He got his we with the hammers. Shreddy in the kitchen, chicken like Louisiana. Chillin' like Diana. I go to sleep with a rifle in my pajamas. I was childish, but my Gambino no Atlanta. Gunshot for your head top. 50 grand, nigga, TG. Man, them niggas that we beefin' is so lame. I run with them clips, my gun black and I spit like old bays. 4 white boys who let it sing like Coldplay. I sat back and caught a flashback on my old ways like Blacka. 30 shots up in the fucking chopper. He got shot but shot back and couldn't see the doctor. Nigga play out, cause nigga how it's better. Remembering the day my brother got it, couldn't get him. So I went and got a Mac 11, 3 years for weather. And 2 bad light-skinned bitches could've split up. My city getting getting crazy, a nigga. Moms losing their babies, I know the fiends have to carry my nigga. To a place to get to bury my nigga. Fuck, but since then, we got a couple heads to bury the trigger. That's what I keep a gun for. Cause in these streets, it's a blood sport. Not to mention links from the gun store. You shouldn't have brought him here. The kitchen bodies here. As soon as niggas slap that metal on that bottom here. Don't need no one. I'm blasted by myself. And I'll keep beating metal to the plastic on the melt. Shoot shots to the pin break. Niggas been fake. And my pocket is that big J. Shotgun test, head off his body. But I'm a top aimer. You know me, I'll take his head off his body. Full shirt looking like ketchup. Fuck, could it catch up? Found dead at the scene. No need for a stretcher.
I'm from the West End. I'm from the West End. Nigga, what you saying? I'm from the.
So, lowest common denominator, or when you follow something to its logical conclusion, or when they say checkmate or check in a chess game. 1997, 98, this isn't the first time, but Burnt Church, New Brunswick, people, racist people trying to tear down our boats, fisheries, whatever, set them on fire. We're throwing Molotov cocktails back. They burned down our lobster fishery last year, and we put the motherfucker in the hospital. All right, we bought Clearwater. I emailed all those podcasts to China Radio International. Where am I going with this? The next thing they do, they go bring 211, supposedly. That's interesting. 211. Thank you. 211. It's my birthday and Manuel Noriega's. There's also the code for an armed robbery. That's interesting too. 211 fishing vessels supposedly to the Philippines. And if you want to play this, well, nobody thinks that they would actually start shooting bullets over this and that and this and that. Well, Canada wouldn't do that, so you shouldn't do that if Canada wants to come up against. Yes, the precedent's already been set. The precedent has already been set that if China doesn't take things in hand and use force, you will. So it's already been set, and they already know. You can pretend you don't know that, but like I said, lowest common denominator. So I just spit it now. Okay, 1 + 2 + 3 is whatever. Is 4? No, it's not. But it didn't send them nothing they could have found on their own. You fucking take away. You try to take away what's ours, we're gonna fuck with you. We sail our boats with our flag on them. All right, okay. They're fishing vessels, and if you attack them, they'll shoot at you. Period. So, am I Micmac saying that, or am I paraphrasing the Chinese? You already know it's true, Mr. DFO, Mr. RCMP man. So when Trudeau tries playing hard over this about it's inappropriate for this, blah blah blah. What are we doing flying a destroyer through the Taiwan Strait, sinking a helicopter? You know, that was wise. Kill 6 people there, and then the snowbird smashing into the house. And then somebody damaged one of our submarines, apparently to, I don't know how to put this, they don't tell us much, but apparently to the degree they're concerned that it's permanently damaged. I'm not sure how the fuck you do that. They're saying the contractor put compressed air into a ballast tank or something to clear it faster, but that's how those ballast tanks work, so I'm still slightly confused what he did.
West End. I'm from the West End. Yo,
don't use innuendo and intimidation and expect it to just stay silent. That's not gonna happen, dog.
When you walk through my hood, 'cause you know that my niggas be pressing. Heavy artillery weapons. Ain't really into the questions.
The Philippines has gun factories that sell handguns, ship handguns to the United States.
Got the keys, police say patting niggas, stay cheese, up a million face taxing niggas, safety, didn't even wanna slap the nigga, he made me. Ain't nobody telling me nothing. I knew from a youngin' that I be the one I hit starting. Now all of these rappers is bugging. You live in the burbs and you act like you came up from nothing. Shout out to my niggas on the plaza. Lane to connections, Southside Gaza. When I roll my backwood, better have grabber. Never leave the house without my iPhone charger. Wallahi, my mollies will rob ya.
I also emailed these things to Micmac people, so this goes back and forth.
Jamaican man, that's my shot. Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. These rappers, they lying the booth.
We now own the exclusive offshore fishing rights
look at the proof.
of the East
I'm living
Coast.
proof. The city's so litty because we got the juice.
The DFO will tell you,
so we got the juice.
since it's less than 5 license holders, they're not allowed to tell you anything at all about the license holders due to privacy matters.
I'm from the West End. Nigga, what you saying? I'm from the West End. I'm from the I'm from the West End. Nigga, what you saying? Pin strip, jungle to the Rex we deep.
What you say, gal?
Hello. This call is from the tax department of Canada Revenue Agency. The reason behind this call is that there is a case, a lawsuit, that is getting filed under your name. The moment you receive this message, I need you to get back to me on my department division number, that is 679459549. I repeat, 647-945-9549.
That's good,
now,
dog.
if I don't hear a call from you, we will have to issue an arrest warrant under your name
here is
and
my
get
hand
you
went over
arrested.
here.
So get back to me
Now from that point
as soon as
onwards,
possible. Thank you.
That's interesting, bro. That's interesting. The South shit is real interesting. It's not useful, but it's interesting.
I'm a native today, I'll be a native tomorrow. I'm a native.
Reality, bitch. Come on.
There's a thing here that says airplane takes off a metric ton heavier than expected because computer error weighs adults as children. It's a very misleading sentence. They didn't weigh anybody. Just assumptions.
If we were in the gang, I wouldn't hesitate. I'd be a renegade and walk around and regulate. If we were in the gang, I'd join the government and try to rule the world like I was someone that the devil did. Gangsta, gangsta.
Wow, the things you do to my photo are incredibly weird, bro. Incredibly weird.
I guess we got beef. Look like a warrior, but feeling like a chief.
Jesus Christ, how long is this gonna take, dog?
And once you get your first dose, you become an addict. If I'm a gang member, then I'm a loyal one. Because I'm here to represent and get the job done. We put in overtime, protecting what we got. So if they think they're gonna shut us down, I think not. Taking the underground, just like you never seen. If I was in a gang, my team would be a big machine. Straight like the shit, knock it. When I'm looking for the loot, everybody's
Every time my head turns to the left, something goes wrong. I can see the screen the whole time. Please, keep this up. Keep it up. Yep, I reached towards the side of the screen here. That's a good time to dump, but I haven't touched any buttons yet, though. Keep it up.
Check it, I am the shady one. You read it in the articles. I'm crazy.
Wait.
I put your body in a particle. And I just limbo, come with the kinfo, just be info. But I like your window, all I do is swim broke. Get a piercing soul, gonna get you by straight out like a limo with a twin pose. Got put them in tempos and rolled up by the shit loan and don't never sweat like Tim Flo's. Always been pro pimp pose. Anyway, I get dope, gang bang. I slang gang. My ninjas do the same thing and never will I change, man. You cannot maintain. There's no game when I aim that thing. It's brain to get your shit blown. Make it self rain when I aim the shit. Plus things when I grip cool. Gotta stick home in the savage clan. Down to them in that casket, man. So new the true meaning of a fucking hatchet, man. Fly City representative. Look at what you started now. Carjack, heart attack. TDF, PJB, banging out that back truck. JRB, pull up, make everybody back up. Strapped up, murder, mitten, honestly. It's deadly here. Ask about them juggalos, bitch. We are everywhere.
In the gang, I be Shaggy Escobar. We the biggest, the baddest, and the best of us. And even if you ain't an enemy, we guess you are. It starts with N in your chest and blow the rest of us. We let the squirrels get it. Let two girls hit it at once. Splitting ends like bloods. The murder mitten will punch you like pow. I'm sick of them bitch shot cow. The donor might show me.
Just non-stop bad data. Dump trucks, loads of that.
Both nuts in the whole meeting club. I fucked her with a king. I'm a subject matter. Random, coming to the nose again. I can't fathom. Yellow toxin, nothing be skin boiling. Flaming thunderclouds, showers of oil and sludge. Dark, even soot in the sky. We like zombies. We gang bang. You best respect us.
I'm reluctant to try to show you, so I'm not even sure if you can see it. And then I don't know how to aim it at this angle.
You clean used to inject us in the armies. Just cut forces. Clean
Are you fucking done? What are you fucking attempting to accomplish? You keep showing me frozen images of me, and it fucking reflects on your mental state, not mine. Click! We did catch you with that before. Just remember that. You're the genius super hacker that got caught with me yelling click because you've got an 8,000 millisecond ping time.
Guns spitting in the dark, look like lightning striking, leave you twitching on the concrete.
Wow,
life been trying to figure out what the fuck you do to deserve this. Can we coming for your family at the funeral service? Now other vets nervous, thinking what go we next? You don't know what you facing. We are Juggalo Nation, united we stand, divided we fall. If you come against the fam, then we riding on y'all, homie. Yeah. Have an army of niggas with 7 Mile company.
Now we're getting power surges. Here we go. Power surges to my fucking apartment. That's interesting. If you would choose one app to interfere with, I would attempt to correct something here. I'm not going to touch nothing till you're done, man. This is ridiculous.
The 90s. We
just trying to get this money. They don't even keep
smiling. Biggie freaking out. Watch
the artillery. If they cross me, then it's all I need. It's my real good. The ones that squeeze the thorn and bleed just to smell the rosebud. In the search of
wow.
Minor things, maybe God will notice me if I blink.
I still haven't interacted with the machine yet. I know I keep reaching over here. It looks like I'm trying to do something. I still haven't actually interacted with the machine. This track's 3 minutes long. We're 5 minutes into trying to play a 3-minute track. This is how you spend your hours and days, dog. This is how you spend your hours and days. Wow, bro. And power surges to my monitor. Wow. Are you like literally yanking on wires in a hole in the wall or something? Are you that stupid? Jesus Christ, bro. I can see the entire video's buffered. What's the deal now? You know how much bad data you have to dump on somebody's system to make this happen? We just played this entire minute with no hang-ups. Now it's gonna glitch over and over and over.
You need to relax.
7, 8,
9, 10,
6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got an 8-second thing.
The ones always talking never got a clue. Fuck am I now? Who the fuck is you? Right over my thugs. We just trying to get this money. You can put that on me. We keep the artillery.
You realize that when you do this, all I have to do to find out if you're awake or not is if this will play. Like, you've made it so simple. Like, it sounds like an odd thing to say. So this idiot actually lives within 30 feet of me. Wow. This is how you spend your hours and days. So I'm going to attempt to press a button here. I haven't pressed any buttons in about 10 fucking minutes. The reason I keep turning my head is every time I look towards myself, it's on this 5 fucking second delay. Wow, what the fuck was that? What was that? What was that audio you just piped in?
I just wake up and crush the day. Rush to get paid, tell God to look away.
What's with this eye closing edited photos?
I just wake up and crush the day. I just wake up and crush the day. Rush to get paid, living the dream. I can feel myself on the way. I just wait. Need to quit, cause we the action man, bitch. Check it off. You people on whack and saw. Yeah, they say home is where the heart is.
Yeah, they put you lost it. Even back home, I was living heartless. We all hard-headed, trying to prove. That's the hardest. If thugging was an art, you could consider me an artist. Most my friends grew up not knowing who their father is. Nothing in their face.
Wow. This is how some people spend their hours and days who they choose to harass. Okay.
Nothing left to give, nothing left to take. There's nothing on the plate, but I'm dreaming of a state.
I set the joint down literally 10 minutes ago. So as I keep saying, one of these idiots' biggest triggers appears to be me lighting a joint. And when I get to the last two drags or so, bam, the tab will close or the audio cut out or whatever, because it's supposed to put me into heroin. Yeah. So again, see that HDMI?
Yeah.
They're literally yanking on power cords, sticking out the wall of the next apartment or some bullshit.
Don't hustle for me, dog. Do it for yourself. I know letting that heat off is bad for their health. I got sharks on this.
So what's odd about this slow motion thing here is it's on a delay at regular speed. If I blink, it stops. Flick, flick, and here we go. More power surges. If I blink, it freezes, goes super slow motion. Flick, 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 flick.
Yeah, I'm running out of chairs, still praying for my homie and all his kids. Think this is better than this. Never forget, gotta know your worth, no matter how bad it gets. Just know it always get worse. They ask questions later and shoot.
So we have a habit of waiting till these idiots are gone before getting anything useful. There's 2,500 videos or something more useful what's happening at this second. These idiots don't seem to understand that.
We stronger than that. Play this track, bring that real shit back. Yeah. Bring that real shit back.
It's a tuber, you can't see it flashing on my face.
Y'all don't wanna see me like this, like this. The violence is endless, the pain is true. The only thing we ever do.
Oh, Jesus, this is hilarious. I can't help but laugh at you, idiot. Why you waste this much time? I didn't have enough time to play that fucking podcast when I started this video. I knew I wasn't going to get to it. You idiots have been on me for, let's see, 40 minutes plus 45.
Keep falling on my windows. Misery goes where the wind blows. I'm going on the endo, trying not to stress it. There's drugs in my dresser. At the jail, we got no options. What's the question? 'Cause I ain't paying attention.
They're taking advantage of what's up, of poor coding on YouTube's part. If the browser can connect to the internet, it won't play the song through unless it keeps getting a signal from the server to allow it to play through, even though it's all cached. If I unplug that wire right now, this will play through perfectly. They're just dumping on every possible port as much bad data as they can. I'm so sorry. I can't keep track of how long we're going when a 3-minute track takes 8 fucking minutes. What do you want? These idiots spend their whole fucking waking time. If we go online, they're on us. Okay. And if you see me get ready to go out and stop the video, you're out on the fucking corner too, but you're terrified to come near me. Yeah, as soon as I touch this to this, we're gonna lose audio. Why? So these videos are really only of interest to IT techs, like network people trying to figure out how people fuck around. If you can get access to the logs from my ISP or YouTube, you find some interesting things, I'm sure.
Find a body dead in the alleyway. In the streets to win the peg, we don't play. You can get stabbed up in broad day. In the streets to win the peg, in the streets to win the peg. I claim I'm real cause this track ain't the realest shit I ever did. Been over gang violence ever since I was a little kid. It's all fun till the sun sets and then it's gone. I seem to have the same arm every morn. I try to form a kiss with every chance I get. You never know I'm like mission X510. Christmas says it's a fucked up world we live in. Mama told me to put you running and work for what you give it. Never would have thought I could do what I done. 5 G's around the neck, 2 G's on the pinky, 1 hand on the gun. It's like what a story to get to where I am. The road is long and never winding. So it's not the shadows that worry me. It's the black gun in the hand and the mask, man, it was the burden. I'ma keep my head low while I'm working. Cause the purple wanna be my ass, and it's the only thing I know for certain. God damn. Motherfuckers still running their mouth. Like we did not just run in their house.
So in my mind, I would much rather have started the video, played the thing, and not had all these delays, but whatever. We'll just wear them up. If they don't like the demo, make a new one tomorrow.
So when you play, we don't pray. You can find a body dead in the alleyway. In the streets, so when you play, we don't play. You can get stabbed up in broad day. In the streets, so when you play, we gon' pray. You can find a body dead in the alleyway. In the streets, so when you play, we don't play.
Fact is, we're not dealing with petty criminals or cheap thugs making a show of their brutality. They have an extreme commitment to their cause. They're willing to do anything, no matter how vicious and underhanded. It's all the same. Anything to attain their ends.
I told the church I need to have it. For that money, that coin, I'm an addict. Still screaming, fuck your dead homie. So I guess this life is more than just a habit. The day was a good day, but the night comes and watch darkness falls. Up the walls they crawl, demons and all. How is it that I'm always involved? My life is one big wrong, never to be solved. I'm walking at a pace to see more like a crawl. But trust there ain't no time to pause. I pulled the weapon out and leave them dead just because. Bro, you cows, I keep it next to slug. I'm sick of rolling the paper, seeing buckets of the road. You'll be a pretty boy after we fuck your ass up. I hope that girls like all the wounds. Stars and rest in peace tattoos. Don't worry, dog, you can have some soon. And all your homeboys can have some too. What else can I do? You shooting at me, you shooting at you. It's never over till I say it's so. And even when I say it's over, trust me still, cause my intent is to kill. I let this roast be the evidence to send me to jail. Life is precious and that is divine. They say those that search will eventually find.